President, we understand from the Minister of Information that his codes and a Bible verse will be
inscribed.
Inscribed, yes, that's the right word.
President Mnangagwa, with his signature scarf of the Zimbabwean flag of Zimbabwe. Making.
Yes, please go ahead. President Hifike Punye Pohamba, former President Hifike Punye Pohamba. And former First Lady Tenahopi for Pohamba. At 89 years old strong.
I would like to call the first line here, 3 vice presidents here to come.
You can see Ambassador Ipumbu, the chief of protocol, really has been on national duty during this period, serving the country in this particular role as chief of protocol, really facilitating and making sure that the program flows seamlessly yesterday and today as well.
I suspect this could be the Vice President of Tanzania. Yes.
What they have tried to do over the years now is really to record the history of the liberation struggle. We understand that there is a center that has been started that is now housed in Tanzania, where the history of the liberation movements is being documented as well, in various formats, in written word, but also in documentaries and the like. So this history, that particular history is now properly documented. And we see Lieutenant General retired Ian Khama, former president of Botswana.
Please move the shuttle, move.
General Khama there conferring with Tatepen Amadila. So the formative members of OPPO, SWAPO are really, as we have said, they are disappearing from the scene. You now have quite a handful of them that know and have observed those events close up. Tatepen Amadila being one of them, Vinia Dadi being another, and former President Hifike Punye Pohamba. So they were at that onset of that important political activism that happened in the country.
So Seretse Ian Khama, we hadn't seen him before. In fact, I think this is the first time that we're actually seeing him on our screens. Hinsley.
Now the buses are not here. Why are they taking long? I'm waiting for the shuttles. Where are they? I'm waiting for the shuttles. They should not be stuck up there.
Because they told us when. That is former President Hifikepunye Pohamba saying goodbye to a comrade in arms. And we do know that they met in the early 60s. The President telling us yesterday that he met the founding President in 1963, I believe. And they have been at each other's side since then. When you read the book of the former president, you'll get to appreciate the friendship between the two. At one stage, he shares a little bit of an anecdote where he went to the hospital to see the founding president who was not well at a particular point in time. And all of a sudden, Dr. Pohamba could not leave, and the attending doctor at the time then told him, no, you need to leave. The visiting time has ended. But he then said, no, you can just as well book me in because I'm not leaving. So they ended up staying, both of them, in hospital for a couple of days. So that tells you the close relationship between the founding president and the second president of the republic. This is the former Finnish president. She's also waiting to be taken all the way up. But as you can see, it's quite a sizable number of dignitaries have made their way up. Close family members and cabinet ministers. This is the representative of the Cuban president, speaker of their parliament.
These people must wait.
Great job. And it went so well this year.
Yeah, we are serious.
Yes.
Yeah.
Are you well?
I am.
Okay.
Yeah.
Send them around. Yeah? Yeah. Peaceful, eh? Great job, by the way. This is so good.
It's for
And there you see the former Prime Minister, former Deputy Prime Minister, First Minister of Local Government, Dr. Libertine Amadilla Apollos, making her way to the graveside. Earlier on your screens, you did see the president of, the former president of the DRC, Joseph Kabila.
We understand from the Ministry of Information, Communication Technology that over 650 foreign journalists have been accredited to cover the burial of our founding father.
And for those of you who have just joined us, we are coming to you live from Heroes Acre, where we are laying the founding president and father of the nation, President Sam Nujoma, to rest. We earlier had a memorial service yesterday at Independence Avenue, and his body lay in state, and Namibians were able to go and pay their last respects. And today we are laying him to rest. Where will he be buried, Kadembere?
In that picture you just saw former President Thabo Mbeki, former President Joaquim Chissano of Mozambique. Their tenure in office obviously coincided with that of our former president, the founding president that is, and the father of the Namibian nation. President for 15 years. And so he served alongside the SADC leaders, and they interacted with him and they engaged with him on a number of issues confronting the SADC region and the African continent.
Is this the statue of the unknown soldier? Indeed. Looking remarkably like the founding president. There's a huge crowd that has come out from far and wide, we are assuming, that have come to pay their respects. They are braving the hot sun and waiting very patiently to see off their founding president, icon, hero, father of the nation.
When I was making my way into the Heroes Acre, I found, a father with about three or four of his kids, just making their way into the stadium. And I asked him, why have you asked these little ones to accompany you? And he's saying, look, this is a historical event, and therefore these children need to know and appreciate this history. And so the whole community has come together. For the past 20 days, Namibians in all four corners of our republic have come together to pay their final respects in a dignified manner with an outpouring of love for their founding president.
Kadambira, it's hardly surprising that you have delegations from Angola, from Tanzania, from Nigeria, from Ghana, from Zimbabwe, and of course from South Africa, because these countries during the liberation struggle had very close ties with the founding president. They are some of the countries, and of course Finland, they are some of the countries that provided material and other support to SWAPO, the liberation movement.
President-elect and General retired Daitwa. Former President Thabo Mbeki now conferring with the Zimbabwean and Angolan presidents. Justice Chivute, the Chief Justice of the Republic of Namibia, and Judge Chivute.
And this is the former First Lady, founding First Lady, Madam Kovamba Nyoma, being taken to the car and obviously making her way to lay her dear husband to rest.
Whether those cars that were making their way to the Heroes Acre, whether that line has disappeared, or whether there are still people that are trying to make their way to the Heroes Acre. The public members, as we saw a bit earlier, the roads were quite busy, and there was a long line snaking its way to the Heroes Acre.
Indeed, the roads were very busy. We're being informed that the roads are clear, so anybody who would like to make their way to Heroes Acre, please do so. You can see the presidents have now taken their place in the tent which has been erected at the top next to the mausoleum, where the founding president, President Sam Nyoma, is going to be laid to rest. You can see President Mnangagwa of Zimbabwe, Cyril Ramaphosa of South Africa, João Lourenço of Angola, the Vice President and President-elect Netumbo Nandi-Ndaitwah, with her husband, retired General Ndaitwah, Denka Ndaitwah. That is Dr. Libertine next to him. And that is Libertine, Dr. Libertine. And of course, the second president, President Hifikepunye Pohamba, also known as Lucas Pohamba.
We understood yesterday, Honorable McHenry Venani, the only person that named the former president by name yesterday. Something that is unusual, but I assume the peers of his generation call him by that name.
When you look at it from this angle, from this vantage point, it may appear that Heroes Acre has been, or the way it's constructed, is not very user-friendly for people living with disabilities or who have challenges with walking, because there are no ramps, as it were, or there has been no provision at this occasion for ramps to be put up to make it easier and other mobile devices or assistants to be able to make it. As you can see, these are stairs, and people with mobility challenges have to walk up the stairs.
Yes, that is obviously work for another day that needs to be immediately instituted so that this is taken care of. Nonetheless, Namibians, joined by their friends from across the region, the continent, and globally are paying their final respects to the founding father of the Namibian nation.
This is Vini and Daddy making his way up the stairs.
Binia Daddy was an organizer in Walvis Bay as well. And I interviewed him once and he was telling me that he was earmarked to go to the United Nations to petition. And the plan was for him to get on one of the ships. But obviously he did not make that particular trip. But obviously one of the early liberation activists at the time, organizing in Walvis Bay and other areas, including the northern parts of the country, for workers to join OPPO and then successfully the SWAPO.
Henry Venani, the leader of the official opposition, who gave a rousing speech yesterday at the memorial of the late founding president.
He has a cunning ability to read the room, and really at that particular moment yesterday we saw a statesman building bridges across the political divide, as it were. Very heartfelt message.
so I can stand on mountains. You raise me up to walk on stormy seas. I am strong when I am on your shoulders. You raise me up to more than I can be. Raise me up so I can stand on mountains. You raise me up to walk on stormy seas. And I am strong when I am on your shoulders. You raise me up to more than I can be. You raise me up so I can stand on mountains. You raise me up to walk on stormy seas. I am strong when I am on your shoulders. You raise me up to more than I can be. You raise me up so I can stand on mountains. You raise me up to walk on stormy seas. I am strong when I am on your shoulders. You raise me to more than I can be. You raise me up to more than I can be. To more than I can be. You raise me up. You raise me up to more than I can be.
Yes, we are getting to the point where the founding president is finally going to be laid to rest. They are taking his casket now into the gun carriage, and the chief mourner is directly behind. The Nyoma family will also follow the chief mourner. And they will be making their way to where the mausoleum is awaiting to receive the remains of the founding president. All the dignitaries are now seated at the tent, including the widow, the founding first lady. And here they are, awaiting the arrival of the casket.
The crush of the thunder, precious Lord, hear my cry, keep me safe till the storm passes by. Till the storm passes over, till the thunder sounds no more, till the clouds rolls forever from the sky. Hold me fast, let me stand in the hollow of thy hand. Keep me safe till the storm passes by. Till the storm passes over, till the thunder sounds no more, till the clouds rolls forever from the sky. Hold me fast, let me stand in the hollow of thy hand. Keep me safe till the storm passes by. Many times Satan whispers, there is no use to try, for there's no end of sorrow, there's no hope by and by. But I know thou art with me, and tomorrow I will rise when the storm never darkens the sky. Oh, till the storm passes over, till the thunders sounds no more, till the clouds rolls forever from the sky. Hold me fast, let me stand in the hollow safe till the storm passes by. Blessed assurance, Jesus is mine. Oh, what a foretaste of glory divine, heir of salvation, purchased of God, born of His Spirit, washed in His blood. This is my story, this is my song, praising my Savior all the day long. This is my story, this is my song, praising my Savior all the day long. Blessed assurance, Jesus is mine. Oh, what a foretaste of glory divine, heir of salvation, purchased of God, born of His Spirit, washed in His blood. Oh, this is my story, this is my song, praising my Savior all the day long. This is my story, this is my song, praising my Savior all the day long. This is my story, this is my song.
Dear mourners, the casket has arrived. We as it's been lowered to the carrier here, we may have to stand to show it respect thereof. Your Excellencies,
the pallbearers, civilian pallbearers that is, waiting in the background to do what they need to be doing. Carefully selected, the civilian pallbearers, including pallbearers that have served in the military of the country post-independence, part of the erstwhile freedom fighters of the People's Liberation Army of Namibia, former cabinet ministers, and traditional chiefs and traditional leaders What an honor for them to be saying goodbye to the founding father in this befitting manner. The public that has gathered here, Namibians from all walks of life that have made their way to the Heroes' Acre, patiently observing these proceedings from the screens that have been provided. Bishop retired Sefania Kameta began the service. Yesterday, you heard how the church has played an instrumental role in the liberation struggle by galvanizing support, by actively mobilizing their congregants, by preaching from the pulpit. And we'll be hearing the benediction will be done by none other than Bishop Emeritus Cleopas Tumeni from the Evangelical Lutheran Church in Namibia, Elson, a legendary figure in the church circles of this country as well, who himself played an instrumental role and bore the brunt of the colonial forces at the time for doing just that, siding with the Namibian people in their cause for total liberation.
The gun carriage has just driven past Kadambiri and making its way back to the barracks. It has carried out its duty, it's carried out its mandate. It was the gun carriage that led the procession on the body's arrival at the international airport, through the procession, through Independence Avenue, through Moses Karoeb Street, through Winnie Mandela Street. It stopped at SWAPO office for a brief ceremony and continued up Robert Mugabe to finally lay in rest at Parliament Gardens. So the public was also able to go and pay their respects at Parliament Gardens. The following day, on Friday, the gun carriage took the casket to the Independence Stadium, where the memorial service took place.
The lowering of the casket concurrently with the 21-gun salute. There will also be a fly past. So that is something that we'll be looking forward to as the Air Force also bids farewell to their Commander-in-Chief, former Commander-in-Chief, founding Commander-in-Chief.
It is a blistering hot day. Unlike the previous day at the memorial service, the heavens opened up and they just poured. It was pouring. And it has been raining every single day since the day of the announcing of the death of the founding president. And today it is hot, it is sunny, not a cloud in sight.
The President of the Republic yesterday jokingly saying that the visiting heads of state brought rain with them, but also the former president, as we know, he's our rainmaker. during his inauguration, it rained cats and dogs, and he has been renowned for, at every occasion that he officiates, that President Pohamba, will be, the heavens will open.
Yes, please, let's be seated, Your Excellencies. We are now going to observe the removal the casket is about to be taken to the grave. The bearers can now proceed to take the casket to the grave.
When sorrows like sea pillows whatever, my Lord, thou hast done, it is well with my soul.
Yes, you can see the family lining up, the guard of honor as well, and the pallbearers. They are getting ready to lower the casket into his final resting place. There's going to be a fly past. We are just waiting for the fly past to happen. And as the casket is being lowered, there will be a concurrent 21-gun salute. Later on, we'll be bringing you an interview with Ambassador Kakena Ndilula Angula. She was our former ambassador, Namibia's former ambassador to Ethiopia, and then the consul general to Angola. But before that, she worked at the SWAPO office at the United Nations. And after that, she worked in the office of the founding president, from where she was seconded from the Ministry of Foreign Affairs. So I'll be bringing you that interview after the fly past. And there you can see the mausoleum from the front. And these mausoleums are located at the very top of Heroes Acre. They are at the topmost end of this beautiful place, which is located on a hill just on the outskirts of the capital, Windhoek. The flag obviously is going to be folded and handed to the widow. And you can see inscribed on the casket, founding president and father of the Namibian nation, together with the coat of arms of Namibia, of the country, on the cover, on the lid. And on the left side is his name, Sam Shafishuna Nuyoma. The casket is made of bronze, which will ensure that it remains intact forevermore. They are going to hand the flag to the family, to the widow.
The flags. The flags up.
How are you? For those of you who have just joined us, we are at Heroes Acre, where we are laying to rest the founding president and father of the nation, President Sam Shafishuna Nyoma. In fact, he has already been laid to rest, and Bishop Cleophas Dumeni is doing the committal, the rites of committal. As I said earlier, very quickly, we are here with Ambassador Kakena Ntilula Angula, who worked with President Nyoma at State House, but also worked with him because she was posted at our New York office, at SWAPO's New York office, and she very often interacted with the president. What are your fondest recollections of President Nyoma?
Where does one start? Because there are so many dimensions to the character of a person known as Sam Nyoma. This man made of unadulterated African cloth. My best recollections, not that I will do justice to this, because so many eloquent tributes have already been made. So much has been spoken about him. But on a personal basis, I remember Comrade Nyoma as this dedicated, single-mindedly focused on liberation of Namibia. He did everything in his power and more to make sure that Namibia is independent. He led a revolution that spanned 20-something years. I personally spent 16 years in exile. And of those, perhaps -5 or less, I was exposed to him as well as the total leadership of SWAPO at that time. I am talking now about pre-independence. After independence in 1990, as you will recall, actually let me go back a little bit still before independence. I had been posted to what was known then as Namibian Permanent Mission to the United Nations, with SWAPO as having been recognized as the sole and authentic representative of the people of Namibia. So I worked there with Dr. Gurirab for 7 years before we returned back to Luanda. The 7 years I spent there were basically just about 435, the battles that were fought in the concrete jungles of the United Nations. The heart of 435. Because I went to the UN 1 year and a half after 435 was adopted, and left barely a year and a half just before it was implemented. I don't want to take sole credit for it, but yes, those are some of the recollections. Indeed, you are asking about Comrade Nyoma. What I recollect, as though, although there are so many recollections I can tell, but I don't think we have that much time. But let me pick up what stands out for me. Let me mention two things. The statement he made, the iconic statement he made, that one day when the history of Namibia is written down, that Namibia will go down as having stood firm where others wavered, that it fought for the liberation of the country where others compromised. It is from that statement that actually the title of his book was culled from, Where Others Wavered.
And what do you think the legacy of President Nyoma will be?
His legacy is on so many levels. Are we talking about the legacy of Sam Nyoma as the leader of SWAPO? Are we talking about the legacy of Sam Nyoma as the leader of the revolution? Are we talking about Sam Nyoma as the founding as a new republic
They're all intertwined. And
They are
very
all
interlinked.
intertwined, and it's so difficult to sew them all together. However, one lasting one I will forever remember is his total selflessness, his total focus, his total attention. Mind you, Sam Nujoma was not, he never observed the conventional times. When you were in the office, like I worked with him as his senior special assistant for 9 years, close to 10 years. He did not observe conventional working hours. So it was not a 9-to-5 job. It was a 24/7 job. And that is not really just a cliche. Though well-worn it may be, but this was truly, truly
His legacy, his lasting legacy.
his lasting legacy.
Hard work. And how do you think the Namibian people should remember him? How should they honor his legacy?
We can only honor his legacy if we keep on constantly remembering those of us who have been, there are many others who had come farther than us. I'm speaking about from my generation until now. The best way we can honor his legacy truly is to remember the lessons that he taught us. Lessons of commitment, lessons of discipline, self-discipline, lessons of self-application, lessons of commitment, patriotism. He emphasized on patriotism because you can never be anything else but Namibian if you were born here. He is, it's so difficult to put only in one word, like in one sentence, what kind of person he is. Having fought so many years, I remember him telling us, you know, because when we just returned from exile, we were the revolutionaries, you know, you saw a particular color, you thought that was the enemy, and he taught us, no, we were not fighting individuals, we were fighting a system.
Ambassador Kakena, thank you very much for those recollections of the time you spent with the founding father. We thank you.
Thank you so much for having me.
That was Ambassador Kakena Ndilula giving us her thoughts and her recollections of the founding president that we have just laid to rest here. And the crowd has been spontaneously singing. They have burst into songs, Sema Ulipeni, into other liberation songs, and they have been absolutely incredible. And very significantly, when the 21-gun salute started and the fly past flew over, they automatically they burst into song, and they have continued singing since. A very emotional moment for the nation, Kadambire, when the casket was lowered.
Indeed, you have seen even adult men shedding a tear or two. That tells you about how the founding president, father of the Namibian nation, was revered, loved in equal measure by Namibians from all walks of life. What we are observing now is the benediction that is being officiated by Bishop retired Tumeni. In the background there is Bishop retired Kameta. Both Lutheran churches in the Republic of Namibia, well represented here. We expect after the benediction is finalized that it will really bring us to the close of the program, because then the anthems will follow. However, the song, this boisterous crowd, I'm sure they will remain here for the better part of the day to also go to the final resting place of the founding father and go and observe and pay their respects as well.
Bashingen, Amuhem Boka Mulipaka, all of you who are here, and all of you who are listening and following this program, I am requesting all of us to humble ourselves and to receive the blessing of God. Omwa netulale kenuyamba. Yene mulale kamu henuyamba. Yene mugamene. Omwa ne muyeli siroshi parashe. Yene msiro hende. Nem silo hende. Neto silo hende. Omwa natarili siroshi parashe. Kone yenempe ombeli. Pakumbo ombeli. Otwaindine ngein. Omedinaria kanuga he. Nori omwana. Nori ombepa onjapoki. Amen.